Good morning, happy Friday. I am in a different location today because I am getting things done at my house. So let's get started. So, hint, whenever you see a green space, that's when you're going to do an activity. Over the past 2 weeks, you learned about the tragic events at the Triangle Shirtwaist Factory. Today, you will spend some time learning how the events and impact of the Triangle Factory fire are honored in the present today. You'll read a newspaper article about how the anniversary of the fire is recognized each year. Then you'll work to honor an important event or person by creating a memorial of your own. So you're going to read part of the article to learn more about Ruth Sergel's chalking project and answer the comprehension questions. Next, consider an important person or event in your life to honor with your own chalk art. Finally, create your chalk art and complete your journal entry. All right, so if you need translated instructions, as always, they are right here. Click your links. They will pop right up, and you just click them, okay? Okay, so language focus, solidarity, noun. So based on the images on the previous slide, what does solidarity mean? So you're going to have a definition, sentence, examples, and then an image. So notice that it says based on the images on the previous slide, not based on a definition that you Google, okay? So if I look and I see that every single person has the exact same definition that's written from Google, you're not doing it the correct way. You are supposed to use these images to determine what solidarity means, okay? Not Google. If you're really struggling, you can use Google to create your own definition, but do not copy and paste a definition from Google. All right, so directions. Pretend that this word is a person. Interview the word. Answer the following questions from its point of view. One has been done for you as an example. So again, the word solidarity, you're going to pretend it's a person. That may sound completely strange to you, but if you think about it, if you find the definition of solidarity, if you look into the definition of solidarity, you will be able to create a person or image in your mind that actually represents this word. So, who are your relatives? What do you look like? What are you good at? Bringing people together, staying strong, overcoming obstacles, unity. So, you're basically finding a fake person that you feel truly represents the idea of solidarity. Okay? And at this point, you have done this slide and looked at this slide, so you should have a definition of solidarity in your mind already. And I'm sure some of you have maybe, possibly, I don't know, looked it up on Google, so you should really have a definition. So you're going to pretend that that word is a person. Pretty interesting. All right, so today you will read a New York Times article about a woman who began an art project to memorialize the victims of the Triangle Factory fire. You can access the text here. So when you click on it, it comes right up, okay? Now we are reading pages 1 through 2 of the article today. Or note, we are reading pages 1 through 2 of the article today. If you want to keep reading, you can access the full text here. Okay? So you only have to read pages 1 and 2 when it pops up here. If you really like the article and you want to keep reading, all you need to do is click here. All right, so who is Ruth Sergel? Ruth Sergel is an artist and activist who lives in New York City. She learned of the many women who died in the fire and began a movement to memorialize them across New York City through her chalk art. She also created a similar memorial to commemorate the events on September 11th. All right, so click here to read an article from the New York Times entitled In a Tragedy, A Mission to Remember, about Ruth Sergel's motivation for the chalking project. So again, click here. It's linked again for you. All right. Focus on the first 2 pages of the article. After reading, jot your responses to the following questions. What motivated Ruth to begin the project? Identify any words or phrases from the text that explain her motivation. And what does the following quote mean with respect to the project? You're making the history and the dead of New York visible to the living. Okay. So, think of an individual or an event that has impacted you that deserves to be honored. On the next page, create your own chalk memorial. Then, On the following slide, write a brief journal entry to describe your choice. So, write your chalking memorial here. So you're going to choose your color, pick a font, write your memorial, and then delete all text except your creation. So meaning all of this stuff. Okay, so even this can get deleted. So delete this, this, and this, but don't delete it until you have already chosen your color, font, written your memorial, and all of that. So delete this stuff after you have written your memorial. Okay. And then your journal entry, if you remember from this slide, it's going to be a brief entry about your choice and why you chose that event or that person to write your memorial about. So if you need additional help, these are things to help you as far as like the chalking and picking out your fonts and all of that kind of stuff. But you should be pretty well aware of how to do that. All right, so that's it for today. Use the live questions doc. What do I always say? Why do I keep forgetting what I always say every single day? We use the live questions doc. Attendance is mandatory. And that's it. See you Monday.